Project Engineer's Toolkit Position Statement module. The objective of this module is to enable you to clarify and define a work scope in a structured manner and communicate it to all project stakeholders.
At the end of this module, you'll be able to do the following. You'll be able to get consensus on scope from your internal and external stakeholders. You'll be able to establish a scope baseline against which change can be managed. But first, what is a position statement? A position statement is a clear project status at a point in time to allow efficient and effective coordination of all stakeholders.
Many projects can become confused and muddled, especially on urgent scopes, due to rapidly evolving scope and lack of control. This adds avoidable cost and delays to the project and stress to the project team. The following position statement methodology I'm going to show you is a proven structured method of developing and controlling scope and coordinating the activities of both the internal team and the wider stakeholders. Simple, yet really powerful.
We'll now pause briefly on the mind map of the contents that we'll be working through for the position statement.
In my experience, many urgent fast-track scopes are typified by long email chains distributed to a wide audience where key points and actions are not clear and buried in the text. Meetings are often very free-flowing without adequate minutes being taken. The objective of the position statement is to provide clear project status at a point in time and allow efficient and effective coordination of all stakeholders. Using a position statement gets all the stakeholders to the same place. It's relatively quick and easy to do, and it reduces stress on the organisation. Try it on your next scope.
We'll now look at the initial generation of the position statement. As a project engineer, it's incumbent on you to clarify and maintain the scope definition. To do this, start by collating all the available information relating to the scope, and that consists of emails, reports, meeting minutes, and discussions and conversations with stakeholders. Review this input information and then generate a draft document of your understanding, and I stress it's your understanding of the following items. And that's the problem definition, the scope requirements, the schedule requirements, the internal and external stakeholders, and what you see as the next steps and actions. Now, armed with this first draft, you're now going to review it with your internal project team, and the next figure shows the iterative process of generation and update. We start off with initial draft. From all the available information, generate the initial draft. Now there will be gaps in the information and questions raised, but what you have now is an internal baseline that you can review with your wider team. Your team will provide additional information and clarifications. At the end of this review, your internal team will have achieved consensus on the issues, scope, and next actions. The next stage is to widen out the consensus view of your project team to the external stakeholders. So, you've started with generating the initial draft, and then you've widened it out to your internal team, so you and your internal team are in the same place. The next stage is the external team review, and this involves review with the external stakeholders, and that may include client, subcontractors, certifying authorities, etc. At the end of this exercise, you'll have a lot of accurate information on the issues and the proposed scope in a concise format. Then, at a face-to-face meeting or conference call, take the external stakeholders through the position statement, again seeking their input and clarification. At the end of this exercise, you'll have all the external and internal stakeholders in the same place regarding project scope and next actions. Tip: Remember, these are busy people who don't have time to wade through long email chains and potentially misinterpret requirements. The position statement should have a date and revision at each issue. For ease and speed of assimilation, I suggest that changes from the previous version are highlighted in a different colour. On very urgent, fast-moving scopes, it wouldn't be unreasonable to update the position statement daily and then reducing frequency as the scope settles down. As you can see, as we move out from the centre, from the initial draft, out through the internal team review and the external team review, we're getting increasing definition and coordination of all stakeholders. The benefits of a position statement. I've been using the position statement method for years and coached many project engineers in its use as an effective and time-saving tool. It provides a clear, unambiguous scope baseline at a point in time. It can be used as the basis for a more detailed scope document. It can be used as the basis for formal change control. It can be revised quickly and easily and clearly as scope changes. And what it does do is it assists in managing challenging clients. The duration to complete the position statement. The preparation of the position statement is an investment that will save the whole team time and reduce potential confusion, especially with those further from the centre. Typically, once input information has been reviewed, a position statement can be completed in an hour or two. As a project engineer, you're doing the information review legwork for the entire team. And I suggest the following typical sections that you put in your position statement, but you can modify it to suit your particular scope. The background to the issue, the work completed to date, the identified solutions, any issues that still require further discussions, the single point contacts in each organisation, and the next steps. In closing, I would like to bring up this quote. And does the following quote ring true for your scopes? Sometimes when coordinating stakeholders, it feels like you're trying to herd cats. Using a position statement gets all the stakeholders to the same place. It's relatively quick and easy to do, and it reduces stress on the organisation. Try it on your next scope. A download of a typical method statement is available for this module. Thank you.